Welcome back to the shop. I'm Jason. Today we are going to be making a solid improvement to this Kia Optima back here. You see, this is a 2006 with a very old audio system in it. One of the things that it's missing, or one of a few things that it's missing, would be like, say, a front camera, rear camera, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a ton of other features that we're going to get today with the Eonon P4 portable car stereo. So let's get this thing out of the box and see what we have. I already mentioned everything on the front of the box, the 4K dash cam and everything, but let's see the actual parts. All right, so inside we've got this nice Apple style box. We've got our screen, which I'm pretty excited about. This is a 10.2 inch screen, and we've got a couple different mounting options. You have the base pad with the sticky tape. This thing comes off of the back, and we can hook up a windshield mount. That's this one here. I think this is going to be the method I go for today. We've got our rear camera. This is our power supply, spare sticky pad, a little bit of trim tool with little clip holders. This is going to be an aux cable, and our user manual. Let's jump into the car and take a look at where this is going to fit really well. So from inside the car, we'll just take our mount. Looks to me like it's going to wind up mounting something like this. On the back side, we're going to lock it into place. On this side, we're going to pull our little static sheet off. So we'll stick and lock it into place. Now, we'll adjust the knob at the back. It's still within reaching. And to power this guy on, we're just using a cigarette lighter adapter that comes with the kit so that you have the correct power. So we'll probably wind up tucking this extra wire down under here. Plug in there. We're going to be running our backup cable through the middle of the car here. And on the back here we have our USB-C, our aux input on the bottom, and our AV-in, which is our camera. So the camera will go right there. Just like that, we have power. We'll pull our protective cover off. Wow, that booted up really fast. That's our camera button. As you can see in my garage here, I've got LED lights up on the ceiling, and they do not like cameras. So as soon as we get the back door open, we'll be able to see better out in the driveway. But right away, you can see that is really clear on the front and the back of my door. It shows it's 4K Ultra. We can swipe between cameras, go back to home right here. Now what we need to do is we need to connect to a phone so that we can go with CarPlay, because that's what I'm going to be using, versus Android Auto or Wi-Fi video playing, even AirPlay or Android Cast. You have a whole bunch of options here. We'll go over here to stop recording for our camera. And we have different screensavers, left or right hand drive, the split screen mode, brightness, touch, and clear connections. This is going to be brightness. This is going to be our sound for the general, for the camera. We can adjust our resolution that we're recording in so that we use more or less of our hard drive space. So 4K up front, 1080p in the back. How long our segments are, 1 minute at a time, looping. Collision sensitivity, I'm going to keep that in the middle. Microphone, we're going to leave that off. Nobody needs to hear me making noises in the car. And then we can change the way that our rear image is mirrored depending on how we installed it. And reverse line calibration, we can adjust these guys to wherever we want on the road to make sure that they're measured correctly. Over here in the system, we've got all of our basic information. We probably need to reset our date and time, which will be pretty easy. It's the last day of the year. Okay, I'm gonna go back home. Let's get a phone connected. CarPlay, it's pretty simple. We have to go to Bluetooth, connect, and then we're gonna use CarPlay. All right, so here we are automatically into CarPlay. We'll go over to Pandora, and we can pick, whatever station we want. A little Avenged Sevenfold. We need to connect to the car though, so we're going to go back home and we're going to pick our audio output, FM transmitter, because we don't have Bluetooth in this car, being as old as it is, and we don't have an aux input. So we're gonna pull this over to 88.7. I already know there's no station here. So you can see we've got our FM transmitter, 88.7 to the car's FM. And before I get copyrighted, we'll turn that down. That worked really well. It took a little bit for my phone to stop buffering before it finally came back in and was letting me play something. This is going to be really nice for our wireless CarPlay to just set our phone to the side and make sure that we can do the things that we want to do. Go back home over here. We can see that we can listen to our books if we need to, and get to just all of the things that we want. You're only limited by the amount of apps that you want to load up into CarPlay here. Let's see, this button over here, we can see our cameras while we're driving. We can stop recording, lock the clip, we'll unlock, we can take a picture, go home, back into CarPlay. We've got a ton of features here that obviously an old car like this just doesn't have. And right now we've got auto brightness, so when it gets dark, this thing will automatically dim for us and make it really easy to use. Let's get that back door open in the garage and see what our camera out back looks like. There we go. Wow. That is a crispy image back there. Now, if you want your backup camera to turn on with a reverse light, you need to wire in the red wire on the connector to one of your reverse lights. That's going to be an automatic trigger. And even with the sun hitting this side and this side, this is really bright. Now we'll go ahead and go back home, get back into CarPlay, and we get about our business. Make for a nice little road trip with a super awesome little setup here. So as you can see, this is a fantastic addition to just about any old car that has no technology in it. This makes for really easy integration in this bright, clear screen, and I really do like that it's got a front and rear dash cam going for it. That's going to make for a great bit of added convenience and tech. If you're looking to get one of these for your car, take a look at my link down below in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you think. I've used the Eonon P4. In fact, we still have it installed in my dad's truck, and he loves it. He's probably going to see this and think, wow, a dash cam, that's pretty cool. So we'll see if maybe my pop's going to want one as well. Thanks to Eonon for sending this to me to review. I really do like it, and I wouldn't recommend it otherwise. Take a look at the link down below once again, and I'll see you in the next one.